Hello, welcome to Ascension Arcana Tarot. This is Christine with a weekly reading for the week of July 6th. As always, this is a general collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's see if the Light Seers wants to work this evening. I picked it up. There is a Knight of Wands on the bottom, which seems to be the theme of what I've been pulling lately, so got the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. I like that, 9 and 9. This feels, all right, already this first row feels to me like the 9 of Wands for me is often kind of about like defensiveness, but it's this sort of wavering defensiveness where, I don't know how else to describe it except the visual. Like this wall right here is not really going to hold anybody out. So she's kind of like in this position almost of like being kind of wary or suspicious of what's going on. But it's like those defenses are kind of about to crumble. And I feel like what is on the other side of those very weak defenses is the 9 of Cups, which is like just this really joyful energy, right? Of this person like throwing their heart chakra open and their wishes coming in. So I like that. I feel like she's kind of just checking it out one last time. Like, really? Are you sure? Are you sure it's safe? Are you sure that this is okay? And then once she's able to kind of have that safety and realize, then she's able to let all the good things in. It's like really beautiful. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female in real life, right? The gender's irrelevant on the cards. It's just that the figure is a female. What else is the energy here that's going on for this week here, God? We have got... Wow, this is like a beautiful reading. Okay, so we have another 9. So out of the 5 cards on the table, the first 3 are 9s. I love that. Also like the... I don't know, like the number pattern of a three 9s. They're just like that. The 9 of Pentacles is that same energy. It's like the energy of the 9 of Cups. Those wishes come true, except because it's Pentacles, it's grounded. And it's her having all of those things for herself. So she does not need anybody else to kind of like come in and rescue her, right? She's rescued herself. She's built her own foundation. She's built her own life where her dreams coming true can happen for herself and she can really flourish and prosper. I just feel like she's so joyful. Like, look at her expression on this card. It's really sweet. I feel like I'm drawn to this bird too. Sorry, that was very distracting to me. I feel like her kind of lifting this up and the bird is almost about to take it. It feels like dreams taking flight. So there might be some movement for you if you're in this collective around like a dream coming true or something coming in, getting some information about that. I'm feeling that from the Page of Pentacles too. The Empress, I just love the Empress. It's like such a special vibe. Again, with the numbers. So this is a 3, vibing with that 3 and 9 pattern that we have going on here. So in this deck, she's very pregnant, right? She's pregnant with the promise of fertility and those dreams coming true. In the traditional tarot, it's like a card of the harvest, right? So it's you being able to relax and receive from the universe. I think it's such a beautiful energy. I'm really feeling like that. Like, just chill out. I'm seeing the vision of that Empress lounging on her throne. Like, this is your chance to just rest. Like, if you were this pregnant, I know when I was this pregnant, I did a lot of resting, right? And you just kind of let others take care of you, take it easy. You don't really have to push yourself too hard. And that's what this feels like, is really just sitting back and receiving. I'm even drawn to that with this bird again. Like, it's the bird that's doing the work, right? It's the bird that's taking that pentacle and making it take flight. She's just kind of holding it out as an offering. The Page of Pentacles to me feels like grounding, and it feels like it's super related to this 9 of Pentacles to me. So they're almost making like a bridge around this Empress here energetically for me. These 2 cards are like really tied together. So I feel like this is energetically, even though they don't look the same on the art, right? Energetically, this is that pentacle for me. So she's kind of taking whatever this dream is that's taking flight. She's taking it, this Page of Pentacles, and she's grounding it. She's making it a reality. And I feel that there's like a message, like an incoming message or some sort of news that's coming in about that. That's really, I like this energy. This is very lovely. If you're in this collective, this is like a great week. What else do you want to say for this collective this week, God? What else do you want to say? That's kind of a lot. I knew we were going to get some cards with rainbows. I just saw a rainbow. It's like a funny... Yeah, it's a funny combination. Okay, I feel this energy like very strongly. So we have the four, so this is a lot. We have the Four of Cups, the Temperance, the Sun, the Ten of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. So this, I don't know how to talk about this without picking apart everything. This whole row is just having a conversation with me right now. And the conversation that it's having is basically taking that apathy of the Four of Cups, right? Like she has the magic of this rainbow pouring into this bowl right next to her, right? And I've never noticed this before. It's like being held by this like other person's hand. I've literally have never noticed that. So there's a feeling to me of like support. There's like an offering happening here, right? All this magic is pouring in here and she's not even looking at it. So I feel like if you're in this collective, it's important to have your heart open and let those defenses crumble. Like these two cards are so important. Letting that suspicion kind of wash away, right? And like choosing to trust the universe and that like good things can happen for you. The Temperance and the Sun card is like the most beautiful. The energy is reminding me of like an angel that's so brilliant that you like can't even look at it or you're gonna like fry your retinas, right? Like it's such a beautiful energy. It's like really, there's a lot of like divine protection here that I'm feeling around what's coming in for you. And just like that, again, that heart opening, right? The Sun kind of with her arms thrown back reminds me of the posture of the Nine of Cups a little bit. I feel like the Ten of Wands and the Six of Pentacles is very clearly saying, lay down your burdens and let somebody help you. That Ten of Wands is that. It's finally getting to the end of this burdensome path, right? But my spiritual teachers talk about just choosing to surrender your burdens to the divine, however that resonates for you. For me, I like to say God, right? So just choosing to surrender your burdens to God and allowing yourself to receive support. The Six of Pentacles, that hand, I feel like this is the same hand as this, right? Like they even have kind of a similar color and like the drawing style, the way they did the what do you call it, the shading or whatever. That's like there's just support here for you. I feel like if you're in this collective, being open to however that support is going to show up feels really important, right? So it could be from somebody unexpected. It could be, I almost feel like it's going to be from someone who you like wouldn't want to receive it from. That's funny. I just flipped it over in the Emperor's there. Maybe there's like a divine masculine in your life who is going to try to help you. I do feel called to still use this, to help you out with a piece of this, but it's beautiful. And it's not coming, if you're in this collective, the vibe that I'm getting from this energy, at least, right? Doesn't mean that this is 100% for everybody, but the general overall vibe that I'm getting for this energy is that this is like gifts, dreams, good things, like positive manifestations coming in for you. So I'm not really feeling this as like a relationship vibe necessarily, or like a love connection or anything like this. This is like you are a powerful manifester and your doubt and your walls and your defenses are crumbling. And it's like, as those are crumbling, all of a sudden there sort of is like this void, right? Where there used to be doubt and defensiveness, now there's nothingness, right? And it's like you can choose to allow the universe to fill that space with like all of these manifestations, right? I feel like if you fill it with hope and openness, you will magnetize everything good to yourself. This is like so beautiful. And again, not being afraid to just lay down those burdens and allow the universe to help you through like whatever people, whatever situations the universe wants to move through in order to bring you your good, like really being open to that. I really feel that there's like a person or a situation here for this collective that's part of these dreams or manifestations coming in. All right. What advice do you have for this collective, God? Four of Pentacles. And I feel like that's similar to the apathy of Four of Cups. I feel like as I'm looking at this card, all I'm thinking is like, open your eyes. Open your eyes. That, I don't know. It's just really sticking out to me that she's turning away and she has her eyes closed. I feel like the advice here is don't do this. In this card, there's a vibe of a lot of fear and kind of clinging, wanting to stick with the status quo, being afraid to take a chance or move forward because she's afraid that she's going to lose like what she already has, right? But the Four of Pentacles, that's still kind of early on in the suit. And the best Pentacle card is the Ten of Pentacles, right? Because that's when you have like the marriage, the family, the castle, the wealth, right? You have all of the things. So it feels important to me. And like, as always, use your own judgment, right? Make your own decisions. But the energy of this card would say, open your eyes, open yourself, open your heart to these opportunities that the universe wants to bring to you, because they're literally your dreams and wishes come true. It's really that Nine of Wands. It's like letting that defensiveness down. Feels like the thing. Who is that? Who just flipped over in there? Hello, King of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune. I'm just feeling that energy right now. It's kind of like a funny, I'm trying to think of how to put this in words. So the King of Swords is like a very logical, intellectual king, which is interesting because this is like a very emotional and heart-centered and also grounded energy to me. So his energy is kind of sticking out as like different. And the wheel for me feels like that energy of things kind of being flipped around a little bit. So what I'm getting from this, these are actually relating to this Nine of Wands and that defensiveness for me. Like even color-wise, the orange of that wheel feels like a match to me for that, that fence. I feel like if you're in this collective, it could be the case that your own logic is sort of like working against you. I'm trying to think of, it's not even necessarily that it's like about doubts or sabotaging or anything like that, but it's like maybe you're trying to be logical and you're trying to say like, well, I don't want to set my sights too high, or I don't want to dream too big because then I don't want to get disappointed. But I feel like the wheel, I just keep feeling the energy of that card spinning. It's trying to tip that on your head. It's like allowing the dreams in. I've been working through this a lot in my spiritual work lately. It's allowing those dreams to come in and almost like saying the King of Swords, he doesn't feel like, I don't know, he doesn't feel like he's trying to be a bad guy, right? He's trying to keep, I feel like he's trying to keep this energy grounded so that it doesn't get disappointed. And I feel like that's the thing that's keeping this energy stuck. So it's almost like saying to him, thanks a bunch, King of Swords. I appreciate your efforts. However, you are not needed. And kind of almost like putting boundary. I keep seeing him like being put away somewhere, like putting up a boundary with him, right? So that this dreamy energy can come in. It's very like Disney. This is kind of like a, I don't know, this is like a Disney feeling energy where everything just magically works out and like all of the good things happen. And yeah, I feel like in our society, we're not taught to believe in that kind of thing, right? Yeah, it's exactly it. Look, I was just talking about it. It's a magical energy. And then we have the Magician. Like, this is you. This is your manifestations coming in. This is your hopes and wishes and dreams. And like, even if you even if you're in this collective and you don't have like an active manifestation practice, even just like daydreaming about letting these wishes come true, these good things come in, even just daydreaming is an act of manifestation. It's really beautiful. I feel like we maybe have one more card. I just feel like you're very powerful if you're in this collective. You're like a very powerful manifester, and you kind of do it intuitively. It's almost like you're manifesting by accident. And you kind of just have to get rid of those doubts, let them dissolve. And like I said, it's like everything just sort of comes flying in. Do you have anything else you want to say, or am I misreading that? Yeah, Page of Swords. This feels more to me like the type of swords energy that you want to be in. So I feel like she is whimsical and there's a lightness about her. I love the Page of Swords in this deck. It's like a very different vibe from the Page of Swords in the traditional tarot. So whereas for me, like he in this reading, in the energy of this reading, he feels like he's brooding and like overthinking. But she is like, feels light and airy and open to me. She's almost like risk-taking by walking across this little sword, right? And I'm super drawn to like the letters on her page are actually like dissolving up into the air. And I kind of feel like that's the power of like your dreams and your wishes like being carried away. It's reminding me of this this bird over here again, kind of carrying that pentacle away. It's really beautiful. It's funny, before I even pulled this reading, I knew I wanted to use the Yin Yang Oracle because I feel like that sometimes, for me at least, it's like really powerful at pointing out blocks. So I'm curious if we can maybe get some of what this defensiveness is, or some of that overthinking from the King of Swords. Yeah, I feel like the message of this reading is just to let it flow in. Like, choose to release all resistance to receiving this and let it all flow in. It's really beautiful. Alrighty. What do you want to say to this? We've got Ace, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's really beautiful. So that's equivalent to like the Ace of Pentacles in the tarot. And I feel like that's what I was saying here, where this is feeling like those dreams being grounded. It's like a really nice feeling. It's almost like something happens to you, or something comes in or manifests for you, and it's like you have this like stark realization to your core of like, oh, this is real. Oh, like these things can come true, or wow, I really can manifest this, right? Like, I don't know. There's something about it that I feel like in a really real way, it almost strikes you kind of like physically. Higher self-activation. This is reminding me of the energy of the magician, like even with the light kind of swirling around here. I feel like when this comes in, when this unfolds, whatever this is for you, you just realize what a badass you are and how amazing you are. It's like you can't deny it anymore, how powerful you are, what a powerful creator you are. I feel like there might be one more message. Do you have anything else you want to say to this collective here? Oh, that was way too big of a chunk. We'll be here for an hour if I explain all those. Okay, we got some. Yep, that's awesome. I knew we had blocks. So one of them says regret and repression. One of them says confusion, Neptune, and illusions. Regret and repression. I feel like that could be why, if you're in this collective, why you have this like defensiveness or this almost like suspicion. I just am like so drawn to her face. She just looks like suspicious to me. Sometimes she looks proud, sometimes she just looks watchful, but today she looks suspicious. So I feel like that's really specific for this collective. It's reminding me of like when I was a kid, right? I would have dreams about things or whatever. And I remember at one point in my life, I got kind of jaded because I was like, these dreams aren't coming true. I'm just going to stop dreaming about stuff, right? I kind of feel like if you're in this collective, you might relate to that, where maybe there was a time in your life where you believed in magic or you believed in wishes coming true, but then maybe something didn't go your way, or there was a big wish you made that didn't come true, right? And kind of that forming maybe like a wall around your heart, right? To protect yourself from disappointment. Confusion and illusions. I feel like if you're in this collective, the only thing that you're confused about is how powerful you are. And the only illusion that you have is that you don't realize that you are literally this magician, this like master creator of all things that are wonderful. Like you just don't know how powerful you are. Yeah. If you're in this collective and this resonates for you at all, I feel like your work with this energy is just to take down that defensiveness, to choose to release it, and to choose to let all of your good come in. This is like an incredible reading. So awesome. That feels super complete. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading and that was helpful, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye.